Ingredients for the rolls. What do we got? We've got 2 tablespoons of sugar, 2 cups of flour, 3 tablespoons of butter softened, 1 egg. Obviously, we're going room temp here. 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 3/4 of a cup of milk. That's what you need for the actual dough. For the filling, we need a 1/2 cup of sugar, a 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of ground cinnamon. That is all. Obviously, we have to have cream cheese frosting for cinnamon rolls. So to do that, we're gonna use a cup of powdered sugar, about half of this, 4 ounces of cream cheese, you want it soft, 3/4 of a cup of butter, okay? Okay, let's talk about equipment. I've got my 8x8 glass baking pan. I'm gonna use some of my measuring cups and measuring spoons. I have a silicone baking sheet, you'll see. I'm choosing to use my Impressions bowl set because I need 3 bowls and these Nest, it's easy. And here's the thing I'm really excited about. I just got this. I've been dying to try this. So this is our whip and mix, okay? The whip and mix is gonna make our cream cheese frosting. I can't wait to try it. And of course, silicone spatula. Before we get started, go ahead and preheat your ovens to 400 degrees, okay? It's getting good and hot. First step, we're gonna put all our dry ingredients for our dough in the bowl. So we've got 2 cups of flour. Get a knife here. Whenever you do flour, I feel like a broken record, but I don't know, if you missed it last time, make sure you scoop in and then you're gonna level it off with like a butter knife. That way you don't end up with too much flour. Okay, that part's important. Just like that. So 2 cups. All right, there's my flour. All right, 2 tablespoons of sugar. Okay. 1 teaspoon of salt. Okay, so I'm not pouring my salt over my, there we go, flour because I don't want to get too much salt in there. Baking is definitely science. And if you put too much in there, you're gonna get a different reaction. So 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of baking powder. There we go. Okay, once you get all that in there, take a whisk or something, get it good and combined. You don't want clumps of ingredients. You want it all to be kind of spread throughout, right? After that, you're gonna get a little bit messy. You need 3 tablespoons of softened butter. So I've just left it out on the counter, right? And you're gonna take your hands and you're gonna work it into the flour. Okay, so it's gonna get a little goopy, but that's okay. So you just, let's see if I can try to show you. You just squish it between your thumbs, right? And your fingers, and you just work it in. You're just kind of squeezing it in there. Now we've got our flour mixture and I've worked my butter in, so it's just kind of crumbly now. And we're gonna mix together our 1 egg and our 3/4 cup of milk. So do your egg first, because if you get any shells in there, you wanna scoop them out. Use your eggshell, you don't know that. 3/4 cup of milk in the bowl. We're gonna mix it together. You want it to be downright frothy, okay? All right, we're frothy. So now all we're gonna do is we're gonna take our dry and our wet and we're gonna put them together. We're gonna use our spatula and just kind of fold it in until we have this really loose, airy, pretty dough. Okay. So I'm just gonna work it in there. All right, so once we get our dough made, it's real loose, we're gonna turn it out onto our silicone baking mat. If you don't have one of these, you're gonna need to flour your surface, okay? Because it will stick if you don't have a baking sheet. Okay, so there it is, sticking to me, but not my sheet. I'm gonna lightly flour this rolling pin, and I'm just gonna turn this into a rectangle if I can, okay? So when you flour your rolling pin, just do it over top of your dough, and then you've done both. So if you want, you can use your fingers and kind of make it more of a rectangle, right? Just kind of real gentle like. Okay, now, so we've done this. The next thing I've done is I've melted 2 tablespoons of butter in a little bowl. And you're supposed to brush it on, but I don't have a brush, whatever. So I'm just gonna kind of pour it on here, and I'm gonna use my spatula because it's real gentle on things like dough, and I'm gonna spread it across. Which is, yeah, same effect, so whatever. Okay, all this butter on top is gonna help hold our filling in, which is next. Okay, so there's my rectangle. And I've got my butter spread out. What's next? Okay, so let's make the filling. We're gonna do a 1/2 cup of regular sugar. Okay, you're gonna do a 1/2 cup of packed brown sugar. It's important, if you don't pack your brown sugar, it's not gonna get enough. It's too sticky. Okay, so see how I'm just kind of mashing it down in there? It's packed, okay. Okay, and then we need 2 tablespoons of cinnamon, and that's gonna be our filling. So we're gonna take all this and we're gonna mix it together. Okay, this one. And then we're going to do some fun things with it. Now we're gonna do some things with our little mixture that we've made here of cinnamon and sugar and brown sugar. So I have greased this 8x8 baking pan, and I'm gonna take half of my mixture and I'm gonna put it in the bottom. I know, right? But that's what I'm doing. So here we go. You just wanna get a good coating going on down there. The other half we're putting in our dough, in our little rectangle that we made. So you wanna get this spread real evenly, okay? You can get in there with your hands if you want. It's probably gonna go better for me. Okay, so once we get it all in there, don't wanna waste it. That would be weird. Just kinda, there we go, smooth it out there. And then we're gonna take this little baby and we're gonna roll it. Okay, so very gently, just start your roll. You peel it up here. So you might want to flour your hands just a little bit. That just means put your hands in some flour, right? Because you're gonna stick to the dough, even if your silicone isn't, right? I want to make sure I'm even, so you can kind of use your silicone spatula a little bit if you need to. Okay, so it's super loose dough. Keep your hands floured. Minor mishaps, but I have my roll, okay? Now, we need to cut it into strips, which I'm not willing to cut my little silicone here, but you're just gonna stack it into your pan. Okay, so once I get it short enough, I'm gonna move it over to my cutting board. There we go. All right, we're on the cutting board. We're putting it seam side down, right? We don't want to make a bigger mess than we already have. And you're just, you know, cut this thing up. When you put it in your pan, you can shape it back into a circle. So now let's stack our pan. Okay, so we'll try to get that arranged a little bit to where it fills our pan. Okay, so I have a pan filled with cinnamon rolls. So here's our cinnamon rolls. We're gonna put these in the oven now for 20 to 25 minutes at 400 degrees. So 20. Okay guys, this is my new toy and I am so excited. This is called the Whippin' Mix and we're gonna use it to make our cream cheese frosting. No bowls, no mixers, just this. So it comes with this handy little attachment. So if I wanted to make like a meringue or something, you can slowly add your liquid in here and keep mixing, but I don't need it for this. Here we go. All right, 4 ounces of cream cheese. There we go. Okay, 1 cup of confectioner's sugar, a 1/4 cup of butter. Okay, and it's softened. All of my ingredients are room temp. That doesn't change. 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. Okay, and that's all we're gonna put in here. And we're just putting it all in here, which I'm really excited about. Oh, I'm gonna be so happy if this works. Okay, so in you go. Just put your lid down and ready? Let's try it and see if it works. Has it happened? I don't know what to think. Is it happening? Let's see. Oh my gosh, it worked. Look. Whoops. Look. Cream cheese frosting. So then we're just gonna paint that on top of our cinnamon rolls when they come out. Yay, it works. All right, so cinnamon rolls are done. Check that out. Isn't that pretty? All right, you know they're done because you take a toothpick and you just poke it in the middle there and see if it comes out clean, and mine does. Okay, so now we've got our super cool cream cheese frosting. I'll give it one more mix since it's been sitting here. Okay, and, oh, it's so pretty. I don't want to waste it. So I'll take my spatula and I'll just spread my cream cheese frosting right on top of these little babies while they're still warm. And then we'll let it cool just a little bit, but I'm eating a warm cinnamon roll today. I don't know how you all feel about that, but here we are. So I'm just spreading it on here, okay? Super awesome. Oh, I'm gonna love this new toy. Exciting. Okay, let's get it all out. Come on there. There we go. We're gonna let this cool for a few minutes and then I'm gonna eat. I did it. Cinnamon rolls. Look, I did it. Ha. Okay, look, I couldn't wait. Look at my cinnamon roll. It's still steaming. I have to try this now. This is the recipe. This is good. I like this. This makes me happy. Babe, you gotta try this.